So I don't know what happened, but apparently Facebook was having some issues. Welcome back, everybody. This is Cloudy13. I'll be streaming more Secret of Mana today. I was going to push it back to tomorrow, but it seems like things are running okay right now, so I'm going to try and proceed. But, yeah, I did raise some weapon levels, I did raise some magic levels. I haven't done anything story-wise, so we're just going to keep going that way. But just tune in, thanks, I really appreciate it. I should probably put on my light over here, because, so you guys can see me a little bit better. Hope everyone's doing okay today. Like I said, having a few issues stream-wise, but it seems like everything's kind of squared itself away for the moment. Which is good, because I did want to stream today, and after all of a sudden trying to and failing, I was like, well, that friggin' sucks. Just making sure everything's all good to go here. Okay, yeah, what was I doing here? I was playing a little bit on my own, but I wasn't doing anything like story related. Enough walnuts for now. But yeah, I basically raised a bunch of magic levels and weapon levels. I'm still not like completely maxed out as of now. Most things are on like Energy Orb 4, and the NPCs still have like a level to go usually on that, so that's a thing. Magic-wise, though, Prim has everything leveled to 4 except for Gnome, and Sprite has everything leveled to 4. So, like, that's maxed out for the moment. I forget exactly where I have to go. It has been a while since I've played, but do like the whole game. At least since the remake, which was like about a year and a half ago. I mean, I remember where to go pretty much. There's two options. I think it's like either go up here to the Empire, and I don't think you can get in. No, it's not open up yet. So there's like this weird like fence thing there. I used to come here all the time and just like kill these guys, just because it was like good experience. I'm not going to mess with them too long. So this thing opens up after you go to a certain place. And you'll all kind of recognize what I was talking about earlier when I was streaming this, is that it's almost like a clone of the Pandora Ruins. It's just a little bit bigger and a little bit more annoying. But we're all like tapped out via armor. Where's that old lady? There she is. So if you notice, she's like saying ... like the people in Pandora were. They're kind of like brainwashed or whatever. Oh, look, it's so familiar. Only this time it's green instead of purple. This one is a bit bigger. And if you notice Fanus over there, there's chests up there, which is what I was talking about before. I believe there's weapon orbs up there. I think it's on either side, too. Why is she facing that way? Fana, wake up. Are you okay, Fana? Hush. Dalek and I are happy here. We just love being together. Well, that's not weird. Liar. Don't you wish? Slap. He's not even in front of her. I guess I talked to her at like the wrong angle. Ooh, oh, Fana. Let's get her to Chrissy's. What did she knock her out? And she's stuck like that forever. Claudia, what's up? You just like randomly show up. Chrissy, can you help her? No sweat, I'll take her to our doctor. Please. Don't worry, go help Dialogue. But we got a lot of zombies and stuff to deal with first. Yeah, everything's fixed now. It's weird. I did hear there was like some sort of like mass logout thing for Facebook. That didn't happen to me. But I did log out and then log back in on Streamlabs, and that seemed to help. Hopefully it remains that way, because I would like to get part 3 done today, for sure. So yeah, we gotta go up there, and on the other side as well, because it looks like there is going to be some weapon orbs up there. Same sort of layout as before, only it's just, like I said, a little bit bigger. There's still stupid eyeballs and stupid tomato men that are different colors. Damn it. You're gonna eat it now. Level 4. A little bit... I would say I'm a little over-leveled right now. Not too much. I mean, I think I'm like 36 or something like that. Should make this kind of a cakewalk. Stupid eyeball. But yeah, hopefully everything's going okay for everybody today. I really appreciate it if you're tuning in. Definitely wanted to come in and stream today, so I'm glad things seem to work out okay. I'm actually having less dropped frames than normal too, which is good. It just kind of confuses me because it was so bad. I tried to stream 3 times and it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Alright. Why are you blinking? Get over here. Not too much interesting has happened the last few days for me. I haven't streamed lately in the past few days because my fiance was home, so kind of spent some time with her for a while. Played some Apex Legends. That was fun. I won like twice, which is surprising because I played with 2 randos one day and we won. And I'm like, holy crap! I can't believe that it was so organized without voice chat. And then me and my buddy won last night again, which was kind of cool. I'm trying to finish my battle pass because I decided to buy it just because I thought some of the cosmetics were cool, but I'm at like level 70 or 72, and there's like 9 days left, I believe. Heck's up here. This isn't the way out, is it? Damn it. No. No. I said no. That might not hurt too bad. No, that's wrong. It hurt a little bit. Damn it. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody else is having streaming issues. I didn't really look into that. I just looked into the fact that Speed Test was giving me, like, pretty decent uploads and downloads. I'm not even bothering with the ghosts. And I looked at downdetector.com, and Facebook was just, like, in the red, like, having huge issues for the past, like, 3 days. And I'm like, great, that's the only place I stream to now, so... Yeah, like I said, if you're coming and watching just now, I really appreciate it. If you're new here and you like my content and you like my commentary, feel free to follow me on Facebook or like the stream or share the stream. And that way you'll know when I go live and it helps me out. I have a YouTube as well. Most of the videos go there. If you want to subscribe, by all means, feel free to. It's more of like an archive, if anything. All the social media stuff. I pretty much have everything. I have like every social media. So if you want to follow me on that stuff, I do post Instagram pics occasionally of like little projects I'm doing or whatever. I have a Twitter. Not a lot of people follow me on Twitter yet, but that's because I made it like literally like 6 months ago. When I started doing content on YouTube, like I said before, I had made like a playlist of like things. And I was not super proud of them, so I ended up privating that first, like, 4 videos I did. It was, like, edited stuff. It wasn't bad, I was not very confident of being, like, hearing my voice and stuff. What is going on? Stupid ghost. Does fire work on them? Are you gonna... No, you're not gonna use it? Okay. I'll just stand here and wait. Oh, it works. 307. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I stream about 2-3 times a week, retro and current day releases as well. February is going to start with Sly Cooper. Like I said, that's going to be interesting because I've never played it. But it should be good. I'm excited to try it for sure. Any chance, like I've said in the past, to tackle my backlog, I am all for. Yeah, I've been, like, spamming the hell out of magic, because that's pretty much how you level it, is you just keep using magic no matter what. Oh, and I'm sorry about confusing everybody with my, oh, I'll try and stream tomorrow thing. Pretty much I should have said, like, if I can get it to work, I will attempt to stream. And it seemed to work out, so... Yeah, everything's running fine now. Good. Let's keep it that way, Facebook. Dude. Stop with the light beams. Oh, I'll get that I'll get that magic soon. That's light magic, I believe, and Prim is the only one that can use that. Sprite gets like shadow magic, which is cool. So one of this, like, how many are there? There's 8 elementals, but dark and light are spread across 2 different characters. Eat a fireball. That is like one of the cheapest things to cast too. 2 MP. I have gone up quite a few levels just grinding in the sewer, so they're up to like 28 MP now. I think she has a little bit more. No, never mind. It's the same. I was hoping, but I should really heal up. I'm going through MP a little bit slower now, too. The heck was that crap? Did that eyeball heal the other eyeball? Wait, why are there floating eyeballs and ground eyeballs? There's both kinds. Damn it. Come here, you. Freaking eyeball. Eat it. Yeah, I think this game, I'm not sure if it's going to go for 4 parts or not. I'm thinking I'm going to get pretty far today, depending on how things go, which seem to be fine. So I'm going to try and do another 4.5 hour stream. And then I don't know where I'm going to be at that point in terms of story, but we should be able to make some decent progress today. I don't want to use that. I want to use this. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Yeah, like I said, I tried to, like, level up certain things. Mainly because, I mean, grinding is fine, but I really would rather not do that on stream. If I can avoid progressing and somehow grinding up a bit level-wise on certain things, I'm going to do that on my own time. That way you guys can experience the story or, like, all the other stuff instead of, like, watching me just level stuff. I feel like that's a fair trade-off. What was she working on? Whip. So, Boomerang is next for her. Yeah, everything's up to level 4 at this point, too. But yeah, they tend to... Their weapons tend to level up a little slower just because they don't usually get the, like, kill on the enemy. Oh, thanks for liking the stream, man. I appreciate it. Why do I have her selected? What am I doing? Rock slide level 4. Eat it, Tomato Man. Is he just a normal one? He's not a different color. Oh, he's dead. No. Gem Missile? I barely ever use Gem Missile. Damn it. I'm slow. Come here, you. Never mind. She did it. Spears Orb, sweet. I think it's level 4 or 5, maybe? That's pretty much all the, like, the stuff. If I remember correctly, that's, like, all the chests you can get in here. Would you get over here? I actually watched a video earlier by one of the YouTubers I watched, Spawnwave, and he pointed out that the PlayStation Vita is a decade old now. I could not believe that. I love that system. It's very not... I mean, the people who love the Vita, and I'm one of those people. I have 2 of them because I wanted to make sure I had a spare. I have an OLED one, and I have a slim one. And I bought them for, like, at the time, I bought them for a really good price because they were not super sought after, and now the Vita is kind of sought after. I did sell a few games of mine because I just wasn't playing them, but I did keep the games I wanted to keep, obviously. Oh, wait. Okay, it's her. She needs magic, and he does too. All right, I guess so. So they're both gonna need a walnut. Yeah, it's a good system, and I was just blown away that it's like a decade old now. I'm like, no way. I'm like, did time really go that fast? Are you kidding me? But if you can find one for a good price, it is a very, very good handheld. I would say if you don't want to pay the price, obviously a Switch is a good way to go, because it's pretty much, even though it's by Nintendo, it has a lot of Vita-style games on it, which is kind of awesome. Get this slime out of my face! Slimes suck. They really do. I did notice that after leveling magic... Oh, I know what I'm going to use on you, you mother. I did notice that silence works really well on them, because it just freezes them, pretty much. Come on. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Alright. Let's finish it off in style, shall we? Boom! So yeah, basically, the higher that stone gets in level, it will eventually, have a smiley face on it, which is kind of hilarious. Each level 8 spell, I think it's level 8, maxed out level spell, has, like, a certain thing about them that changes. If you notice, the silence I used, it used to just be a red balloon. Now it's like a, it could be like a bunny or like a mouse. It just shows that it's getting more powerful, which is kind of cool, for an earlier game like this. Oh, suck it, eyeball. See you later. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any problems with, like, the next few areas, just because levels are pretty good right now. I really don't want to use much more magic. I'd like to save that for bosses if possible. Okay, get out of here. We already got the chests. Get this zombie out of my face. What are you doing, dude? You're just blinking. You didn't do anything. He's probably gonna use Defender on himself. Get out of here. Sweet. Yeah, I really wanted to come in and stream today, and I was, like, almost bummed that I wouldn't be able to do that. Because obviously, like I said, I want to hang out with you guys, and it's definitely a nice relief for me to kind of talk about things. One of our cats did recently have, he's very young, but he's like coughing. Not like really bad. We think he has hairballs. We're not really sure. We started giving him some stuff for that. But if it proceeds, we're going to take him to the vet probably this Friday. Because it could be like asthma, and then I'd have to go that route of like getting inhalers for him and stuff. Hopefully it's nothing super serious. I'm like, he's young, so I can't really imagine what it could be. I know it's a possibility, but I'd rather it not be, considering we just got him like less than a year ago. But he's not like having trouble breathing. He's in high spirits. He's eating really well, so I'm like thinking he might just have hairballs, but like I said, if Friday rolls around and he needs to go to the vet, we'll end up taking him to the vet. We're going to call them first, though. See if they recommend us. Sometimes they won't even want to, like, see you. They'll be like, oh, well, we'll just send, like, a prescription or whatever. Based on, like, things. And then with COVID, it's even harder, but... Stop. Holy crap. Stupid ghost. Boink. Yeah, so pretty much it's mostly the same layout as before. There's like, it's a little bit harder. It's like Pandora Ruins 2.0 pretty much. Do not spawn more eyeballs. I will be upset. Oh, come on, dude. I hate you and your Moogle ass. Get up. Come on. They suck at hitting anything. She's just throwing the boomerang at nothing. Alright, he's dead. Look at these chests. They're everywhere. They're walking away from me. Yeah, depending on how far we get today, like I said, it'll probably be one more part, maybe. I'll have to see how far we can get in the time. Sweet. Brave Bat. Oh, look at this. It's the 3 colored slimes. Let's end this real quick. I don't want him multiplying. He's a weaker one, but, like, still. It's annoyance. But actually watching that video on the Vita makes me want to go get mine out and play something on it. Like, both of mine are, like, hacked, so I do have, like, certain PSP games on there that I actually do own, but never were re-released for the PSP. Like, I can play Crisis Core on my Vita, which is awesome. I've kind of wanted to get back to playing that, but I'm almost wondering if they're going to remaster it, because they did register recent trademarks for, like, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and I really don't think that's going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I think that's going to be, like, something else. So I'm hoping it's like the compilation of FF7 from like years and years ago, because that would be pretty killer. Get out of here. I did see that Microsoft was going to raise the price of Xbox Live. What are you, nuts? It's already $60 a year. Like, I mean, it's cheaper if you get Game Pass or whatever, I think. Isn't it cheaper? Or technically not cheaper? I mean, you get all those access to all those free games, quote-unquote free games, so I mean, that's one thing. But I didn't see what they were going to increase it to, but I don't have Xbox Live anyway, but still. During a pandemic, don't raise the price of stuff. that's not good. People can already, people are already struggling to afford just basic necessity. Don't raise the price of the gaming. Like online gaming. Alright, I have to find a switch here. Wait, is it down here and I just have to go off to the left? No. Wrong. No, absolutely not. Flame Saber my ass. Boof. Gone. Quilted hood? Too bad we don't need that anymore. We have, like, the best armor for the moment. Oh, freaking eyeballs. What's out here? Oh boy, clouds and slimes. How's Rock Slide gonna work on these guys? I'm curious. Usually Rock Slide works on everything. No. Don't do it. Damn it, he's gonna fucking do it. I don't want him spawning more. Bye-bye. What's your rush, bats? They just, like, rushed me. Nah, I've said my piece about Apex Legends to my buddy. I'm like, I like playing the game, especially if I'm playing with him, or, like, I'm doing well. And I'm not, like, I wouldn't say I'm super awful, but I'm not the best. Like, I'm okay. But I don't understand why... Here, distant noise, yep. I don't understand why people, like, run in to try to get kills when they are not fully equipped. I feel like that's a bad mistake, and it's going to end your match early. I feel like kind of keeping back and potentially sniping is going to, like, be better off for you. But I do get irritated when our third member of the team, like, goes in without anybody and gets killed, and then, like, gets mad and then disconnects. And I'm like, okay, well, it's now it's like 2-people squad versus a bunch of 3-person squad, so that sucks. It's not like we wouldn't go with the guy, it's just, I don't play that way. I kind of like to keep back and get my kills from afar. And usually we win, like not all the time, but like when we play that way, I feel like we win more often than not. But I do like it. I like it a lot more than Fortnite. I think part of the reason is because it's first person. I don't know why that makes a difference, but it seems to. I do like the characters. And I do like the way you pick up, like, loot. I like how there's attachments for guns and stuff like that. I think that's a cool thing. Whereas Fortnite just has, like, different guns. One thing about Fortnite, I could never get good at, like, the building part of it. Like, that was one of the reasons I sucked. And I know it's realistic to put bullet drop-off in a game, but when your game is cartoony, why would you put in bullet drop-off? This seems like a weird design choice. And Apex does suffer from that as well, so it's like you get the bullet drop-off, and I'm like, alright, well, that's weird, but whatever. I've gotten better at dealing with it, but there's still so many good people out there that I'll never be able to compare with. A door appears behind you. Boomerang reaches level 3. Sweet. I think Boomerang's at level 4, so I think she's got a ways to go. Yes. Yeah, I'm just happy I got the stream working. That's really was my goal. Get out of here, you. I'm really wondering why January is like not a good time for content creators. I mean, I'm gonna create my content anyway because it's fun for me. But like, and the potential of meeting like new people and like just hanging out with you guys in general is awesome. But I've heard a lot of people say that January is not a good time for content creators, and I can't. Like, why? I don't understand why. Why is that a thing? I mean, it's whatever, but... What was that? He just got hit by nothing. Oh, it was a trident through the wall. Perfect. I'm really excited for, like, there's a bunch of games I have on my radar right now, but, like, in terms of PC games I'm looking forward to stream, Diablo 4 is probably one of those once that comes out. I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. I've seen a few things for it, but I'm really looking forward to seeing more. Because I liked 3 quite a bit. A lot of people didn't, but I enjoy just Diablo in general. I like the aesthetic of the game. I think it's just fun overall. I've played quite a few seasons of the game myself. If you're unfamiliar with it, basically a season is when you make a character for a few months, and then you try to make as much progress as possible while getting like cosmetic rewards and stuff based on like challenges. And once that's done, and once the season's over, you can turn that character into a permanent character, and then use those cosmetics on anybody. It's fun if you just like want to play Diablo. It kind of keeps players playing, but I've done so many seasons that the rewards are starting to like kind of overlap now. Like they're doing samey rewards. I haven't played it on PC in a long time, but I was playing Diablo 3 on the Switch quite a bit because it's such a good port of the game that I really was, like, into it. Being able to play it anywhere is also pretty killer. What the hell, man? Get your eyeball ass out of here. I'm trying so hard not to use magic because I know it's going to be useful in the coming fights. There's like 2 of them, I believe. Boof! I gotta start uploading these to YouTube. I haven't started yet. Oh, it's the wall! Guess what? Rock slide. Again! This one's a little bit more, advanced than the other one. Not by much. You can still hurt him real good. Damage does top out at 999, so if I do spam cast, it will stop at a certain point. I believe this one does start to squish you faster. Like, it will actually start moving at a faster clip, but he's not going to get there, so that's okay. Like, if I spam cast right here, the max damage I could do is 999 in one, like, consecutive, like, damage number. And that's for the remake as well. Messaging my buddy. I was just telling him I got it working. I got the stream working. Yeah, now my bitrate's like really good. It's weird. It really is weird. I'm not really sure what the issue was, but that's okay. What are these guys doing? Dot 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 dot. I don't think there's anyone here. Oh, it's like this dialogue. Who cares? You're not. Yeah, you can't go in there yet. It doesn't open. It will in a minute after we talk to dialogue. Dialogue. Prim at last. Dialogue, I'm so glad you're safe. And apparently he immediately kills her. What an ass! What are you doing, pesky girl? Bring her back now. Sorry, but Thanatos needs her help. You can't be serious. She loves you. I can't handle this. Bitch slap with a sword. Ouch. Prim. Ah. It took one whack to get him back to his senses. Thanks, I needed that. I can't move, so please help Prim. Did I hit him so hard he just stopped? He stopped working? Dialect.exe has stopped working. Go through the door back there. Prim sees the Reaper. Yeah, no shit. Get out of my way. How is he doing on MP? I'm not giving him a walnut yet. Not yet. No, not yet. Prim. Ah. Goo-woo, haha. Stick around. Her life force is strong. She'll... Hey, what the... Idiot, stop it. Where am I? You can move? We can too. Dialect, he sent her some power. Who does he think he's toying with? I grow tired of you, vampire. Take him. Such a weird boss fight. It's like, it's this weird vampire. Thing about him is funny is that I always thought, I think it's his mouth that's open when you look at his face, but it looks like it's his nose, and I always... that was the weird thing about the graphics back in the day. You had to kind of use your imagination on what things looked like. I forget what works well on him. We can find out. Yeah, pretty much magic is like what you want to go for with him. Lumina. Don't have Lumina, so the next best thing is going to be Rock Slide! Yeah, oh yeah, Rock Slide. It's the next best thing, always. Now we can spam the hell out of it. He's going to be done real soon. Oh, come on. What is happening? Oh, he's biting me. And apparently that, can get canceled out by casting magic. Excuse me? Dude, he's getting screwed right now. I used to have such a hard time with this dude as a kid. I missed. Crap. Okay. Can I, She has some attack magic. Yeah, you can double cast too, which is nuts. didn't even register as a damage number. He was already done. Sweet deal. Got the boomerang's orb. Where's Diluc? Diluc! You know, I always wonder if it was Diluc or Diluc, but I think it's just Diluc. Prim, Sprite, let's go. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, your boyfriend's a dick. Okay, I'll find him, I'm sure. He kind of let himself get taken over by this demon dude. Yeah, you can't go back in there. Won't open any more. Is it just sealed forever now? Is that bat's corpse in there? I think the magic rope will work here. Yes, it will. Yeah. Oh, damn it. We have to... It only took me to the last place I left, so it would be that room where the chest was. Or the outside ledge. I don't think there's any enemies anymore, though. This music always used to freak me out when I was a kid. I wouldn't even want to go into this place or, like, into the other place, the Pandora Ruins, without, like, someone home. Like, it would freak me out so bad that I, like, literally, like, be like, oh, is my brother home? I'll play Secret of Mana. If I knew I was coming up to that part. Doesn't bother me anymore. Well, it's still kind of unsettling, but at the same time, it doesn't bother me too much. I saw the reveal for Resident Evil. Well, not really the reveal. Resident Evil 8 did like a showcase the other day, and I actually got to see like more of Resident Evil 8. It looks awesome. I can't wait. That'll be streamed. I guarantee it. Hold on just a second. My mother is calling me, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. When my mother calls, I kind of have to answer, because she's not exactly super young anymore, so it could be anything. She doesn't call me all the time, so... okay, this is the one that... I'm just making sure I'm not saying where my dad's file. I would be so upset. I was making sure it says cloudy and, like, whatever. Alright, so... now that we beat the bosses over in the ruins, we can go over to the Empire and fight what's over there. Yeah, like I said, sorry about that. She, like, we were just talking about, like, me looking for work and stuff. And I am looking for work, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not having much luck with my own searches, and I'm not having much luck with, just the temp agency I'm trying to use in general. And I know it's a rough time to look for work. Everybody's looking for a job right now. So it's like, I'm trying, and that's all I can do is try. But even when I go back to work, I still plan to stream, because like I said, I just really enjoy it quite a bit. And you know, it would be nice to have this as a job someday. That might be a couple years off, but hopefully I can, hopefully the community will support me into the future. That would be wonderful. But, I mean, not just the community. Eventually, I want to get to the point where, you know, I can potentially get ad revenue and stuff, and that won't be for a long time. But I really enjoy this, so I would love to do this as a job. That would be like the dream, really. I love video games so much, and just like I didn't know how much I was gonna enjoy talking and interacting with you guys, so it was like, it's just really cool. I'm more comfortable on camera and like voice now than I ever was. Like 2 months ago. Alright, we need more items. More walnuts. Always walnuts. You don't... It's like once you get to a certain point, literally all you're going to be buying is fairy walnuts. I thought you went right up to the Empire, but I don't think that's the case. I think you have to go talk to Chrissy and them first. Sweet. Full walnuts. We have a ton of money now, too. Like, me leveling really jacked up the money. The piggy bank. What's wrong? I see, Diluc is... Well, don't give up yet. We know Thanatos is up to something, but now the Emperor wants a truce. He's saying he wants peace. Maybe we should give the Emperor a chance. We've made the Emperor change his mind? This is what we've been waiting for. Okay, we'll go. Come with us. After this meeting, your journey will be over. No, it won't. Well, go on ahead. That would be way too short of a game if it was over just after this. But no, the support has been really awesome so far, you guys. Thank you so much for, you know, your follows and your comments and your likes and your shares. I really appreciate it. I didn't know that people were going to actually like watching me stream, and I think that's very cool that, you know, I am worth watching. No, I believe that. I do believe I'm worth watching, and that's awesome that you guys have made me think that. Very cool. And I really hope that the community gets bigger in the future, because I'd love to meet more people, for sure. Oh, yeah, you can pretty much, like... Welcome, the Emperor awaits you. Yeah, notice you're standing in front of that door. Why can I not go in there? But yeah, I know Saturday is like a kind of... You know, Saturday's kind of a rough time for people to watch anyway, and with Facebook's problems, I don't know. But... I do hope if you're watching, I hope you're enjoying the video, and we'll probably be going for another, you know, three and a half hours, so hopefully you're having a good time. And if you're watching in the future, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Where is everybody? What's going on here? Welcome, the Emperor awaits you. My, what a day to remember. We crushed the Resistance and the Mana Knight. Blah, it's a trick. Pipe down. Trapped. Wahaha. Yeah, where did he go? He just, like, vanished. What is this shit? Yeah, so now we're just, like, locked in here with them. Man, let us out of here. I should have known better. Yeah, I probably should have. Oh, Emperor Vandal is a dog. Quiet, so you want out, huh? Let everyone out. Ah, relax, wait your turn. He just, like, kicked us off the edge. There wasn't even, like, a push. Oh no, it's Mantis Ant 2.0. I think this one's called Metal Ant. Or some crap. Metal Mantis. Look at him. Isn't he just adorable? Not really. Have a rock! He is a little bit more defensive than the other one was. Like, he's really kind of hard to hit, which is stupid. Well, he's metal. Let's slap him around a little bit. Oh yeah, that works. Did that do nothing? Yay! He's like really hard to hit. Like his evasion is really high for some odd reason. Try a lightning bolt. Never mind. Didn't even need the lightning bolt. He went down with one more hit. Way to go. What did we get? Gloves orb. Excellent. And now we can just leave, which is great. Music's fun. I like the music in this game. Quite good. It's also really good on the remake, too. I like the remasters of the soundtrack. Some tracks aren't as good, I would say. But I'm just happy they did anything at all, really. But you do have the option to put on the original music, which is also a good option. Oh, there's clapping slimes in here. Yeah, this is like a different version of the slime. Emberman. Is that like the Enderman from Minecraft? Only stupid. I don't remember what works on them. They're the same type of enemy, though. They respawn more of them, and it's annoying, and they're... Okay. Everybody's popping levels right now. Stop it. Get out of here. Nice. Alright. Thanks, soldiers went for help. Let's get out of here. They went for help because I bitched that metal mantis. I should have known better. I'm telling you, when you have magic, like, despite the Frost Gigas fight, when you have magic, it is literally so broken in this game. If you level it at all, even if you don't, it's beneficial you do, but especially like Rock Slide, it just breaks this game. But that's part of the fun. It's fun feeling super powerful in a game. But no, I did see that reveal for Resident Evil 8, and it does look awesome. I was a little peeved that the demo is PS5 exclusive, because I don't have one. And I was like, well, hopefully the demo comes to PC, and I know it's short, because I did watch someone play it. But when the Resident Evil 7 demo came out, they did update it occasionally with, like, newer stuff, so hopefully that's a thing. The game comes out in May, I believe. I think it's May. So, at least that's a thing. Is it May? It might be March. What did I sent it to my buddy. I sent the release date, because he's a huge, huge Resident Evil fan as well. Check real quick. May 7th, yeah. Still, like, that's soon. Soon enough for me to be very excited. What's going on out here? These guys are apparently statues. I don't believe it. Nah, but my mom's been asking me for months, like, if I'm looking for work and stuff, and I am. That's the thing. I am. But it's just something, you know, nothing's coming along, really. I did have a few jobs, like, during the pandemic, but they just weren't a good fit for me. So, back on the hunt, of course. It's been a while since I've worked at any place, though. Probably at least 4 months, so. Damn it. Oh, these dudes suck. These ninjas. It's funny, because they look like ninjas, but he's got just, like, a broadsword, which doesn't make much sense. Can you, there you go. Bye-bye. I want to say it's a similar sort of idea with, this is kind of like the ice castle where there's like a secret switch somewhere you gotta hit to get to a certain place. If I remember correctly. I could be totally wrong about that. What is this, dinner table? What is this? Excuse me. Give her a try, huh? Yeah, this is one of her attacks. It's actually pretty good. It, like, engulfs them with the same sort of, like, ticking health thing that I had earlier in the game, like, against Spiky Tiger. If you spam this, for some reason, she can, like, she can cast that spell super fast. Like, faster than, like, even Sprite can cast stuff. These guys die pretty quick. I didn't even know you were up here, Book. What's going on? Ding. How about you stop that? I would appreciate that very much. There we go. Weird to put a button there for a door. Oh yeah, see, there's actually like... I want to say there's a switch around here somewhere that lets me get to the real area. Oh my god. Not him. Damn it. Hit him anyway. Yeah, for some reason she can cast that spell stupidly fast. Bye-bye! Is it this place? I feel like it is. Prim's weapon skill up. Boomerang reaches level 4. So that means she can move on to, I don't remember what was next. Am I pretty much done? Oh, I need the whip. Okay, so she can take the sword. I'll take the whip. And then we'll just progress that way. I like the whip. The whip's not shabby at all. It's the range. It's got like the best range and it's technically melee, so a little bit better than the boomerang or the bow in my opinion. What's going on here? Am I stuck? No. Oh yeah, we can hit into the wall. Kinda awesome. Not want to waste time though. Don't want to waste time. There's a switch over there. If you try to go up through there, you'll actually like be teleported to a different location. Get out of here, Ninja Man. Okay, so yeah, it takes you over here, and then you can get on that one. Actually, no, you have to hit this. I have to hit with a sword. Don't step on it. There we go. So basically, once you hit that switch that's on the wall, it actually turns all of them off. So if I had gone to that platform otherwise, I don't know where it would have put me, but... Damn it, dude. He needs to heal everybody. Yeah, I'm not using fairy walnuts like every 2 seconds now, which is great. Dude's evasion is like super high. Thank you. There we go. Guess you're the real thing. Sir, one more chance, please. Why not? Finish them up and come to the palaces. Boink. They leave immediately. Now I reclaim my honor. No, no you don't. What do you... Oh yeah, they're the same dude. He's a little bit tougher, though. Ooh, that was good. Yes, please. It is dumb. Ow! Holy crap, that hurt. He's just firing off laser beams at me now. And missiles, apparently. Dude, he hurts a lot. And now he's dead. Dude, he was hitting like a Mack truck. Holy crap. Why? I'm not really sure. Did he, like, scale to my level or something? There's no way. The game's not that advanced. That's okay, though. Got the Javelin's orb. Yes, Char, I'm gonna burn up this whole place. Why does he have that kind of power? He rides a motorcycle and fights you. What's that sound? Hello, that's Truffle. Yeah, then we get our, Am I too late? Do you want to know how I came here? By Flammy, he grew like a weed and started to fly. I didn't know what to do, so I just hopped on. Strange, but he thinks you're his parents. I guess he wants to help you. Take this Flammy drum, and it's his favorite toy. Use it anywhere and he'll come to you. Now take me to Matango, it's to the southwest. So this is where you actually get, like, the ability to fly around the world, which is pretty cool. Kind of confusing. I haven't done this in a while, so we will, basically, B is down and up is A, and when you start to go down, you'll start to see the, like, point of view will change. We actually have the ability to go to, this place, which is the City of Gold, which, probably way too high-level enemies for now. I think this is Matango, right here. Yep. It's all coming back to me. How do you like riding Flammy? When you get lost up there, use his special powers. Press start to see the map. L and R buttons to change modes. You'll find the lofty mountains to the southwest. What you seek is there. Visit me again, okay? Sure, King Truffle can help you. He did. What'll be? Bye. Fill up on candies. So at this point, we are gonna go back to... I'm thinking Gaia's Navel, because there's an item I can get there. There's a couple things I can get now, and a couple things I can do. At this point in the game, the world kind of opens up a little bit more to you. So, let's upgrade our weapons again. Which one's ready? Glove. Holy crap. I didn't realize how many orbs I got. Yep. Sometimes it doesn't even look like you can upgrade it. Holy crap. Dude, everything. Like, almost every weapon got an upgrade to level 5. Alright. I don't think we have to talk to him again, but I'm going to anyway. You're taking fine care of Flammy. We just got him. Let's save real quick. Minus 50 GP, wanna stay? Yes. Yes, please. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go to... I'm thinking... So at this point, we can just call Flammy whenever and just fly, which is great. Basically, like I said, opens up the most... pretty much everywhere to you at this point. You can change modes, which you can basically change perspectives at any time, but I don't want to go Can I afford the armor here? Because I think the armor here is pretty killer. This is, I think, Mandala, which is like one of the towns you can get to by flying. And that is some expensive stuff, but going to be worth it, so we're going to buy some. This will be the best armor for a while. And if I hadn't grinded levels and stuff, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. At least it's very decent armor for right now. Do. 52 to 78. That is ridiculous. Yeah, it's always beneficial to kind of come here first. No. Excuse me. Go to the main character, please. Yeah, 52 to 78 with just the chess piece. That is insane. But yeah, worth the money for sure. It's just gonna be better. We're just gonna be better off overall. Yeah, so I'm gonna be flying around a little bit and just getting a couple things. Okay. I don't think he has... Nope. I thought he had another item I was gonna get, but... See, now with all the money we have, we can literally fill up the inventory a little bit more. There's nothing really here besides that. I can go off to the right and head towards the lofty mountains or whatever where they wanted me to go, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Tango. Guy's navel. Actually, no. Where's the water palace? There it is. It's actually technically like right next to Matango on the map. It's not like right there, but it's close. It's crazy to think how close things actually are. Sweet. Yeah, everything's just gonna die immediately. Things are gonna speed up though, with like being able to fly. What you got? Shop. Yeah, this is where I buy like the rest of the items to kind of fill out the inventory. You don't really need them, but it's always something I do. Buy the barrels. Alright. What you got? I'm just gonna save real quick. Yes. Save. We're level 40. That's pretty crazy. You know, like I said, it's weird to put a time frame to playing this game. I've never done that before, so technically in 9 hours, I've made it pretty far. I think. But yeah, we're just gonna... I'm not gonna, like, walk all the way to Guy's Navel. It'll just take 2 seconds to get over there. There it is, right over here. Sweet. Land, please. Thank you. You can't land on water, obviously. But it's going to pretty much... Your landing spot is going to be the same no matter where you land in that area. So you'll always land right there. I don't know why they kind of put an item here that you can get just from the main Elder dude. that you wouldn't even know of unless you came back here. And there's really no reason to come back here, but if you talk to him, oh, you're safe. Somehow you seem older. Oh, thanks for dropping by. Take this mallet with you. That's what we used in the show. You get the Midge mallet from him. Like, it's like, why couldn't you give that to me before? I don't understand. Who would come back? Yeah, you can't. Damn it. Can I use it? No, I was gonna say, can I use the freaking drum here? No, you can't. Denied. But yeah, in terms of like where we go next, we can go to a couple places. There is a couple elementals we can get. We can go to the Lofty Mountains, which honestly you can do that pretty much whenever. Oh, what is this? I believe that's where we just were. The Empire, Northtown. There's the Sunken Continent, which you can go to, but there's really nothing here as of yet. This is one of the endgame areas, but it is possible to get Nico to spawn here, which is interesting because he'll actually sell some decent stuff, but it's like, it's hit or miss if he shows up or not. He actually shows up like right over here, and it's weird. Sometimes he does not show, but I think he sells some of the best armor here. I'm not going to keep going up and then leaving and coming back just to see if I can get him to show up. Sometimes if you get on the dragon, he'll show up as you're leaving, and it's so annoying. Okay, so there's a reason we have to go here. This is where Gemma technically is. No one's allowed now. Yeah, okay, maybe later. Never mind. I think actually that takes place after Lofty Mountains. Okay. So I think we can go to... Nope. I thought it over. There's a temple on that island I was just at where you can actually... Damn it. Remembering where everything is like... I remember where everything is, just finding it on the map. There is an island that's shaped like a diamond, too. So one of the cool... This map sucks. One of the cool things about the map in the remake is you can literally, I think, target a specific area and auto-fly there. Yeah, it's right there where I want to go. It's right near the desert. That is so bad. I can't deal with the map. It's a city of gold. You can't go there until you get a specific key to go in the temple. Find that desert. Where's that freaking desert at? Nope. Freaking North Country. Oh, this is a cool little Easter egg. Where is it? There's this like friggin' face in the water, and I always like finding it. And it's such a weird little Easter egg, but it's always like it's something the programmers just put in to be funny. But everyone always wonders like, why is that there? I think it's there in the remake as well. Dude, come on, where's the desert? We will find it. There it is. That's what I was looking for, this diamond area. Useful. So, you go in here, talk to this dude. I'm not making it here. There's nothing on this blasted isle except these sea hairtails. You actually want one? So, you get this. I'll keep it in my pocket. There's really, I don't think there's anything else here. I think this island is so pointless for so many reasons. People actually live here, though. I don't know how they get food and shit, but they somehow live here. It's such a small little island, and it has one purpose, and that's giving you the sea hairtail. The sea hairtail, if you find the desert, you basically can get their water back for you. And the desert's right over here. Oh, look at that. a way to fix their water immediately right offshore from them. There we go. Kakara. Go up here. Talk to the elder. What is this? Ingmar, it's a sea hare's tail. Hooray! Basically, the water comes back. And this soundtrack is also really good. Yeah. Kakara, like the actual music, is good. Turn, let me give you this belt. Got the Moogle belt. So basically, if you're Moogled, you can unmoogle yourself. Same with the Midge mallet. If you're minied, you can actually unmini yourself, which is good. I said it had no purpose, the Midge mallet, but it actually does have a purpose. A lot of enemies just don't use the mini spell. Yeah, pretty much done here. There's nothing really else to do here. So away we go. And next we can actually go to... I don't remember if it's this is an endgame area. We can't go there yet. Esnika can't go there yet. If I can find where we were before, North Town or South Town or whatever. Dude, finding places like this map is not it hasn't aged the best. Let's just put it that way. This is South Town. This is where we need to be right now. Well, if the events have triggered correctly. If you talk to this woman we had talked to before, she basically will give you a key. Ah, I know who you are. Blah, blah. Gemma's friends, right? See, I'm really a Tasnican spy, so I was my husband until he got caught. I'm continuing his work. Enter North Town from Resistance Sewerway, east of here. Give the guard the secret number, 634. I don't remember if she gives that to you, or if... Technically, we don't have to go to the gold area yet, the gold city or whatever. I know you need a specific key to get in the temple, and I just don't remember where you get it. I think it's from her, but I don't think it's till later. But we can go back to the desert and do the temple over there, I believe. Which would get us, I think it's Lumina? Let's check out Gold City anyway. Place. I just forget who gives you the key to the temple. This place sucks, too. There's, like... Locked. Yeah, it's locked. I don't remember there being... I think you have to walk... To get a hint of getting in there, I think you have to walk all the way over here. I believe Mandala, where we brought the armor, has the best armor at the moment. I'm going to check the shop here as well, just to make sure. Place. To get a hint of, I think, how to get in there, you have to go all the way over here and talk to this old dude. Come on. King Manmon sealed off the Light Palace at the edge of town. Tower key was stolen by a spy from Tasnika, caught him in South Town. But the key was never found. What's in that tower? Yeah, so I don't remember if you have to talk to him and then go back and talk to her. This place is cool, though. It was weird to see, like, an actual city of gold. And I was like, it's actually kind of weird. I always thought it was just sunset all the time. When I was a kid, I'm like, this looks like sunset all the time. But I guess it's actually supposed to be a gold city, because it's actually called Gold City. Oh, check what they got for stuff. You can basically tell how good things are based on price. Holy crap. Holy crap, that would like tap me out. So Mandala does have good gear right now, so does this place, but we're not going to be coming back here till a little bit later, I don't think. Dude, 3 of those power suits would deplete my money, which is dumb. I'm going to try South Town one more time, and if she says the same stuff from before, like 634 or whatever, I'm just going to wait, and then we're going to go to Lofty Mountains. Probably after we take care of that desert temple and getting Lumina. God, I hate looking for South Town. It's such a weird little spot. Alright, yep, volcano, can't go there yet. North Country. I'm just going in circles. The map, I'm telling you, has not aged well. And there will be a lot of me flying around just looking for stuff. Unfortunately. It is cool, though. It is really cool to see. I do like the flying segment. It does make traveling quite a bit easier. West? No. There it is. She's probably just gonna say the same shit again, but we'll try anyway. There we go, yep. Look, here it is, found it hidden in this thing. So I'm gladly exchange it to have him back. Here, it's yours, I'll get my revenge. Cool. That place is still way too high of a level right now, but we will go do the desert stuff first. I mean, like, spending like 20 minutes of killing enemies in the Gold City Temple is gonna, like, probably get us enough money to, like, buy everything we need. But first, we'll take care of the desert. I'm concerned of how hard the enemies are gonna hit in Gold City. The armor I have right now is probably fine, but I'm definitely going to want to buy better stuff before then. So, remember when I glitched through here before? Now you can actually technically land, like, right in front of it. I think it'll put me right where I need to be. Yep, it will. So now we don't have to glitch into this area. We can actually just, like, go here. Karen's Ferry out to lunch. He's still gone? Okay, I guess we are going to Lofty Mountains. See, I still, after playing this game so many times, I still forget where the chain of events takes place. Alright, Mandala it is. Well, Lofty Mountains, technically. Because we can do the Shadow Temple there, get Shade, the Dark Elemental. Gold City will get us Luna, and Lumina is in the desert. So that's, and then the last one is Dryad, and that's not till the end of the game. Another bunch of elementals I'm gonna have to level, but it's okay. Give me my area. Looking for the mountains, dude. Looking for the mountains. Not here. It takes forever to find stuff. Really does. South Town. No. There we go. We're getting closer. There it is. Alright. Lofty Mountains. This is a weird thing, because if you go up this way, off to the left, literally Mandala's right there. And right outside their friggin' town is the Dark Temple. And I feel like the Dark Temple was kind of like just shoehorned into the game, because it's right here. Randomly, just... Not really sure why, it's just right there. But we should be good, we have plenty of money. Yeah, this is the Dark Temple. Just, it's a cool setting. I really like how it's just a hole in the wall, but it just makes me think, I'm like, wow, they just kind of threw this here. So yeah, based on the enemies we're seeing, this is where we need to go next, because we did see these guys in the Empire. Don't you swing your sword at me? Excuse me, sir. Time to get bitch slapped by lightning shurikens. That didn't do anything at all. Wow, that didn't really hurt him at all. This one, well, it usually always hurts. It's such a broken spell, it really is. It works on like every single enemy almost. Love Rock Slide. Alright. So we are working on whip, but at this point we do need the axe, so... Nice. Okay. Yeah, if you're new to the page and you like what you watch, you like my commentary, feel free to follow me on Facebook or like the stream or share the stream. That way you'll know when I go live, and it helps to support me. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I stream about 2 to 3 times a week, retro and current day releases as well. So I don't only stream Super Nintendo. It's a little bit of everything. Damn it. Why? Why does he use lava? That makes no sense. But I guess it kind of does. I'm gonna ice these suckers. See if that does anything. You know, when I was a... You know, just another when I was a kid story. When I was a kid, I used to see those ice... the ice magic come down, and it looks like those ice cubes you get when you're on, like... Used to be on, like, an airplane. They'll, like... It's like a big lifesaver. It's like a circular ice cube. That's what I always thought of when I saw those. I'm like, they're airport ice cubes. Or airplane ice cubes, I should say. Alright, I don't know what that... Oh yeah, it opened that. But now we do need a whip. Lots of weird little puzzles going on here. Weird puzzles. Damn it. I don't remember if there's a boss for this place. I think there is. I don't remember what it was, though. It's been a while. Which is saying something, because literally... I didn't play the remake that long ago. It's like, I still forget stupid things like that. There's not much of an option. It's probably... I think it's another, I forget if it's another, like, recolor of another boss. I know in Gold City the boss is basically Spiky Tiger, only he's more of an ass. Probably one of the coolest bosses, though, because there's a point where he fakes when he's dying. Like, he'll actually explode, and it looks like his head's cut off, which is weird, because that never happened on the first fight. And he's not actually dead, he's just faking it, which can suck, because you're like, yeah, I beat him. No, you didn't. Not yet. Alright, there we go. So what was the point of going this way again? Hey, I can't go up that way. Damn it, I was going the right way, I think. I feel like there was something in this room at one point. Maybe if you forgot, like, certain orbs. Yeah, these guys spawn bats, they suck. Alright. I don't think there's anything in here right now. I don't remember how I get in that room. What's down here? Get out of here, you. Ninja. Alright, here we go. I'm like, I know I'm getting close to where I'm supposed to be, but... I don't know why I'm going to use this on him. We'll see how it works. Oh, he had reflect. Ooh, dude, that really hurt. So, when an enemy has reflect on, if you have high-level magic, it's going to really hurt. Word to the wise. Alright, what's down here? Stupid head thing. Get out of here. There's like one of these heads in this game called like Doom Head. Fierce Head. Fierce Head. You were not thinking about these names. Ooh, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like random chests just throughout here. Money. Nice. Sometimes it's a weapon orb, though, so you really should get it no matter what. Nice. Prim's weapon skill up. Level 4. But now that we've got all these new orbs, she's going to be definitely playing some catch-up. Give her the spear next, because I think the spear's up to 5 now. I try to keep it, like, going down that list as much as possible. Almost in, like, the order you get them. Does he have the spear? No shit, he does. It's almost level 5. So what we'll do is we'll just move her on to the bow next. I mean, that's the next logical step. Bow of Hope. It better be. Better be the Bow of Hope. Nice. So yeah, like I said before, this game's story is relatively bare bones. Just another... It's another example of Square, at the time, Squaresoft, trying different things in the US market. Technically, after Final Fantasy 1, that was like the game that they released on the NES that it was going to make or break their company, and it actually saved their company. They were going to go out of business, but like they were pretty much almost close to filing bankruptcy, but Final Fantasy 1 saved them. And I think at this point, they were just trying different things in the US market to see what stuck. And Zelda was very popular and also came out around this time, so this was a perfect release for them to put out. And it was popular in certain circles. I remember my brother bought this game like pretty much release day in '93, I believe. I remember going to, I think it was Toys R Us, and he actually bought it. Like I remember him like having it. I don't remember the specifics because I was super young, but I do remember going to pick this game up with my family and my brother. Well, my mom and my brother, I think it was. But very, very cool to remember something like that. Back when Toys R Us was a thing in the US, which it's not so much anymore. I think there's a couple locations left. I know Toys R Us is still in Canada as of right now, in certain areas, but... I remember, like, back when Toys R Us was a thing, like, back in that time, you used to have to, like, if you wanted a game... I don't know if anybody remembers this, but you had to have, like a ticket, and you'd give the ticket to the cashier, and the ticket they'd go get the game, like, out of the back room or whatever. Or out of the case. And if there were no tickets, they didn't have any stock left. I remember stuff like that. That was crazy. That was the same thing for, like, back when I bought Mario RPG, it was the same... I was a little bit older at that point. And I remember getting that. I think we had pre-ordered that. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I know one of my first pre-orders I actually made was Wind Waker on the GameCube. These things suck. How did she get over there? Excuse me? Never mind. I was gonna say, how did she get all the way over there? I don't understand. The game sometimes confuses itself. I wonder if this will finish them off. Oh, it did something. These dudes can, like, multiply so fast. It's even worse than the regular slime. Fairy Walnut won't fit. Go figure. There we go. He's toast. Fairy Walnut won't fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to not travel all the way back, because it takes a little while. I'm going to use this. It'll take me right back to where I need to go. Freaking Fierce Head. Stupid name. Bye-bye. Yeah, I remember, like, stuff like that. Like, crazy sort of, like, Toys R Us, like, stories. Never mind, it's got a weapon orb in it. That works, though, because, I mean, don't want to miss one, really. I probably won't grind for the ones at the end, like, the ones that drop randomly. I had to do that for the Platinum for the PS4 version. It took quite a while. I think my buddy also platinumed that game, and he had some drop issues as well. They're better on the PS4 version remake than they are in this game. The drop rates in this game for, like, the final weapon orbs in the last dungeon are terrible. Like, really bad. It takes forever. And some of the armor, too, there's, like, droppable armor you can get. Pretty much the best armor in the game. And also, drop rates are not good. Alright, is he done with Spear? I want to say he is. He is. Charge level 5, that's crazy. So we'll give him the... Why is everything of hope? Fork of hope. Bow of hope. That axe. Yeah, not sure. I'm still not unsure what I want to stream in February. I know I'm going to stream Sly Cooper, but what else? I'm not sure. Red Cleaver, that's a cool name. Cyberpunk updated yesterday. It's already running like way better on my computer than it was. Just with that, the newest update. It was a 5.5 gigabyte update. That's crazy. But if you own it on PC and you have not rebooted it up since it came out, give it a try. It ran way better on my system. I don't know how it's doing on like console and stuff, but... Alright, here we go. That was quick. Ooh. What are you? Excuse me. Candy won't fit. Of course not. I think I'm gonna end up going to the store tomorrow. I was gonna stream tomorrow too. We'll see how much time I got. I do have to go pick up some food because we're a little bit low in the apartment right now. I do need to get some food. I love this part of the dungeon. Like, this is a cool dungeon, really. I do like it. Like, I don't know why. It's just the aesthetic. I just think it's weird that it's right in the side of the mountain. Right before you go up to do what you're supposed to do. They're like, well, it's on the way, so might as well get shade while you're here. Or shadow, whatever his name is. But that's a cool... I like these little light bridges. I think that's probably my favorite part. No, we're not going to use that this time. We're going to try fireballs, because it's cheap and probably effective. No, it's not. I lied. It's awful against these dudes. For some reason, the axe works really good against these guys. Surprisingly. I don't think there's anything over here. I'm just second-guessing myself. No, there's not. Yeah, still, I'm glad I could come hang out with you guys today, for sure, because it was like, oh yeah, there was a boss, never mind. Shade will test you. So, interestingly enough, this boss is like, they took this boss from this game, and there is like a carbon copy boss of this dude in Final Fantasy X, which is like Spheromorph, which you fight later in the game, in the Makalania Woods. But this is like the same idea. It's literally the same boss, and it made its way into a Final Fantasy game like years and years later. I forget. He's kind of annoying because he gets bigger the more and more you hit him. But he actually requires you to hit him with specific magic, which I'm gonna have to do this sort of trick where you just kind of... I could just hit him and beat him that way, but he's not hard. Fierce Salamando. So, okay. What a weird boss. But it is cool that they took a boss from, like, you know, so long ago and then put it into Final Fantasy X, like, a decade or more later. I forget what it's actually called, though. Lime Slime. It's not called Spheromorph, but it's the same boss. He will occasionally change elements unless you spam the crap out of him with, like, the one he fears the first time. He is about to change soon. There is another version you have to fight of this guy later that's way harder, but... So now he wants to use, I think ice is going to be his weakness. And then he flipped back to, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be Salamondo again. If he ever stops snowmanning me. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's try, now that he's changed, I think ice is what works on him. Ouch. Yeah. I need to heal, because I know that's going to hurt me a little bit. Yeah, 123, that hurts a little bit. I always forget that that's a thing. Whenever I replay this game, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. So, I think it's Sylphie now? So, no, this one gets smaller as you hit him. The one later gets massive, like he takes up the whole screen. Are you gonna tell me what... Salamondo, still. He's flipping too much now. He needs a walnut. Are you kidding me? That's a black radish. That's weird. The colors are like glitching out because of the room, I think. This is all hardware specific too. Like, this was something that happened in the game. Colors would like glitch out randomly. So the fact that the Super NT is actually replicating that is kind of awesome. Very true. Very true to the original hardware. He's done. Look at the box! See, color, like, the colors would sometimes, like, glitch out, which is kind of funny. Then again, there was no bug fixing back then. Like, after the game came out. What is going on with my screen? There's a ketchup and mustard window up there. Brave's level 42. Yeah, I forget. I think you just get, yeah, you get exited. Got Javelin's Orb. I am the spirit of the darkness and an elemental of mana. You have defeated my dark servants. Take my power as your reward. I always like the way these altars look. They're pretty cool. So that's the darkness seed. So now we're going to be trying to level up. So now, technically, all these can be leveled up to 5. Including him, who's at 0. We're just going to exit. It's just easier to do it that way. So now we climb the mountain. What we should do, though, is we should go back to Mandala, save, and buy some walnuts. Yeah, darkness isn't going to do too much right off the bat, because it's such a low level. Over time, though, it will. And Mandala's right here, which is convenient. Okay. Walnuts. We only used one. I didn't really tend to use too much magic in there because I knew that the boss was going to be kind of a pain. Just because of the way the mechanics are in that fight. Isn't there an inn around here? Yes, there is. So, interesting thing about my dad's save file on this cartridge is that he would always save in this town before when he was grinding levels at the final dungeon. So I actually left his save file always in this town. Like, so it's kind of like cool little things like that. Like, say he's in Mandala, which that was where he last saved the game. So whenever I do play the game, I do save it there before I quit, just so, like, when I play his file, trying to, like, get extra stuff. And I pretty much, he's at 94, so, I mean, once he gets to level 100, I probably won't touch it again. But I did find a way to back up his save data, actually. My Super NT, I actually modded it, so now I can actually rip the complete cartridge to the to an SD card and multiple other things as well. And I think I can actually put that back on after I replace batteries, which I won't be doing right away. I have a soldering kit for it, but I just haven't ordered the batteries yet. I gotta do that with a couple Super Nintendo games, so they'll work well into the future for save data and stuff. I hear it's not too hard. I did attempt it once and failed, and I actually ruined one of my my original Link to the Past cartridge by doing that. I did since get another cartridge, but I think at this point in my life, I am way better at that sort of thing, like soldering. So I will be able to handle it. I'll watch a tutorial ahead of time, just so I don't mess it up. Medical herb won't fit. Shocker. Damn it. Oh, that didn't work. That's nice. I'm glad, because I didn't really want to go to sleep for like 10 minutes. That pedal would have put me to sleep if it hit me. For some reason, it didn't. So yeah, like I said, Resident Evil 8 looks awesome. I still hear they're working on the Resident Evil 4 remake. I hope it's everything I want it to be. Because 4 is such a good game to me that I want it to be on par with what 4 was. Which, nostalgia reasons, it won't be. But I still want it to be as close as it can possibly be to what RE4 was. But, like I said, I do love the Resident Evil series, and those will be streamed eventually. I'm just debating on when I want to play them. I honestly have thought about playing RE4 in February. I might. I'll think about it, but it's been a little while since I played it. It's been a minute. Sometimes a minute is all it needs to me replaying that game. I need the whip. What was I using? The axe? Is it done yet? There's no way. It takes a little bit longer as you get higher up in levels. Nope. 3 stout axe. No. Okay, the stout axe is done, so what am I doing? What am I doing? I should be using, let's see. Glove has 6 orbs right now. I just haven't upgraded it yet. Honestly, I should be working on, they've got all those. I should be just using the whip. Just keep using the whip. Why not? I enjoy using it. Like that. No, another thing I really enjoy about this game is the death animations. They are quite funny. They pulled something off without it being super, super violent. Like, they could have made things just gush into blood, but, like, they didn't. Things gush into water, or, like, turn into bones, or... It's cartoony in that sense, and I really like it. The whip's done. Damn it. I think it's got one more level in it, though. It does. Okay. I really like the name of that boomerang. Red Cleaver. That sounds cool. Like, the bone thing gets me every time. Or, like, they'll explode into feathers. That's also funny. It's funny, I feel like it took so long to even get the stream going that I was like... I feel like I can't compensate, like, I can't really figure out what time it is. Like, it's almost 6 p.m. Eastern time, but I feel like it's, like, noon. It's weird. So this is another spot right here where Nico can spawn, and it's... to go check and see if he's there, it's kind of a pain in the ass, because you have to, like, get over here. Alright, so he's over... He usually spawns, like, right down there, in between those two flowers, but if he's not there, you can keep kind of going in and out of the door. I forget if he's got anything good. I don't remember if he does or not. I want to say he has one piece of armor that you can't really get in the area. Weird little things like that happen. Like, sometimes Nico will spawn in weird areas, or, like, weird little Easter eggs in this game that you wouldn't know unless you've played it a ton of times and seen that, like, certain thing happen. This is where I have to go, pretty much essentially, but... This is getting me money, too, so that's going to be important for going back to Gold City. I should be using Shade. It's so weak. It's so weak! I think Evil Gate's the cheapest. I think the Dark Force one that, like, you can use is not... I think it's more powerful, but also more expensive to use, like, MP-wise. Dude, it's so bad. Never mind, it's 8 MP to use that sucker. 2 for Dark Force. What am I doing? Why is Evil Gate so freaking expensive? There he is. Okay, so Nico can, like I said, spawn randomly here. I don't remember what he has. That really puzzles me. Why is Dark Force so cheap? And it's actually pretty good, too. What is that one? Dispel Magic. So that's basically if they just have any sort of, like, buffs. You can cancel it out. What do you got, Nico? I love mountain climbing. Need anything? How cute. He does not. Okay, I thought he might, but... I guess that's for if you had gone up here ahead of time without going to Mandala, you can just buy the armor up here, but it's like a weird sort of chance that he even shows up, so... Man, like, the amount of money I've gotten in just a short time, 172,000. I was at 80,000 before we got up here, so... Basically all that money's gonna go to armor at Gold City. Bright's weapon skill up. Javelin's level 3. You can keep going with that, I think, though. Energy Orb 5 out of 6. Yeah, that can go 2 more levels. That's how far behind they get on leveling weapons. Kinda insane. Yeah, I really want that RE8 demo to come to Steam. That would be ideal. I hope it's not just PS5 exclusive indefinitely, that Maiden demo that just came out. I really hope, like, a week or two later, they're like, oh, PC's gonna get the demo now. I'll be like, hell yes. I really want to try it. I liked RE7 a lot, and it's the same sort of perspective. Go away, the stage is out. Where's Jock? Stage Jock left for the Gold Isle. It's northeast of here. So basically, you talk to him, he sends you to a location, you come back, you talk to him, and then he'll tell you where to go next. I'm not going to give it away right now, but maybe afterwards. Well, actually, we'll just go where he tells us to go. And then you'll all figure it out along the way. More fun that way. Oh yeah, I tried a new Kit Kat the other day. It's like a raspberry Kit Kat. It's like a raspberry cream Kit Kat. It is delicious. I bet you anything that Japan got these a long time ago, but yeah. Definitely, I'm gonna check the desert real quick. Definitely worth trying those out if you can find them. I think it's a Valentine's Day thing, but very good. The package is almost gone. I'm like a chocolate fiend. It's awful. I don't like know a lot of dudes, like a lot of guys at least that are my friends that are chocolate hounds, and I'm one of them. I love chocolate. Absolutely love it. Oh, that's not true. I do have a friend that's like a Reese's hound, but he's gotten better about, you know, not having as much. Damn it! I was hoping I could get the light magic. I guess not. Not this time. Alright, I know where we're going. To the Gold Isle. I can fight, you know, another shitty boss. Well, he's probably the worst in terms of, he used to juke me by faking his death all the time. There it is. You can buy that armor now, too. Which is just going to be better for what we have to do. What you got, man? Bye. Alright. Ideally, you want 3 of these, which are pricey. You want 3 of those. So much money. It's worth it, because that tower, that gold tower, is no walk in the park. I want to say 3 of these is the best way to go. Ugh, so much money. Worth it. Alright, we got everything we need for now. No, battle suit. I thought it was power suit. Then I was going to make a Metroid reference, but unfortunately not. Not this time. Yeah, later in the game, you tend to go through armor quite a bit, so it can be beneficial to not buy certain ones, but this is just usually the progression at which I go, because it just makes it easier for me to do things, it's just keeping up with defense. Makes you less likely to die. We should get a decent amount back. Not nearly as much as I spent on this. Holy crap, that was a lot of money. Yeah, you get about close to 8,000 back per magical armor, which isn't awful, but considering you get 20,000 back to sell the battle suit, it's pretty low. I wouldn't say that this is definitely not the best armor in the game, but it is decent at this point. Alright, time to go save. What the heck? Oh, I was like, is there like a secret door here? No, it's just some weird... Wait a second. This is weird. Why is there just a pass-through right here? Is there, like, supposed to be a door on the other side? Someone lives in this thing? Or is this just, like, a toll booth? That's what it looks like. I forget. This is Watts, I think. Yeah. He's got his, like, own shop on the Gold Isle. Hehe, no one was using this place, so I stole it! Okay, which one's ready? Yeah. See, didn't that look like it was grayed out? Actually not. Okay, I think we're good for now. on here? Welcome. What am I saying? I don't want to deal with you. What? That's awful. I'm jealous. Everyone's moved to the resort up north. There's a resort? Is that what that island is? Is that considered a resort? A bunch of bull. It's not a resort. It's like a freaking deserted island almost. There's like 6 people there. Where's the inn? I know it's around here somewhere. I don't think it's labeled. I think it's, is it right here? Yeah, okay, it is labeled. I was gonna say, one of these towns has the inn on, like, the 2nd floor, which is weird. 200 GP, yeah, that's also expensive. Why is everything so expensive here? You guys literally could pick up a thing and it's worth money, because it's all gold. Save your game? Yes, please. Yeah, like I said, though, we're going at a good clip. What's going on here? Why are there so many floors in this place? Manmon, money, money, and it is all mine. There's like a king here? That doesn't make much sense. It's like a town, not a city. Alchemists can turn rocks into gold using mana, but first you have to learn alchemy, don't ya? This is the world's richest place. For now. Basically, what you find out is Manman was using Luna to turn one of the elementals, to turn things to gold. So, you take Luna, and then, did I save? I felt like I stayed the night and didn't save. So, just to be safe, I'm not going to stay the night again, but I am going to save again. I did save. I get paranoid about, like, RPGs, man. I'm telling you. Save often, especially when you're using real hardware. If I was using the SNES Mini, I would not be as worried about it, because you can drop save states whenever, but... Oh god, they're already running after me! Get out of here, you! The enemies here are not a joke. You need to buy that armor, like, before you come in. Holy crap. Alright. Pink wolves, not fun. But like I said, in fact, if you buy that armor before you come in here, it's not as bad. It does have a few similar enemies, like the ninjas and stuff. But if you do come in here underleveled or underpowered, you are going to get rocked. Is he still leveling what he's working on? Yeah. Imp's Fork. I thought that said Pimp's Fork down there. I was like, no way. It was because the number was right next to the I. See, like, the 0 was, like, right next to the I. I think it was a 3, though, for Sprite, so it, like, threw me off. Okay, what's she working on? The bow. Almost done with it, though. I'm getting close. Oh, my God. These guys irritate me to no end. I don't think this is going to hurt them much. They look like they're a dark element. I lied. It worked well. Still don't know why Evil Gate is so freaking expensive. It's the cooler looking spell. That didn't do much at all. Speed down level 7. Thanks. I appreciate that. Nice. Damn it. Yeah, this is the next spiky tiger. He's a pain. It's weird that you fight a boss literally like 2 rooms into the place. I forget what he's weak against. I know he's weak against me. Did that not give me a weakness? I mean, regardless, we can do all sorts of stuff. We'll land right there. Nothing. Wonderful. Rock slide, always the good bet. It's not bad. You can try, like, pretty much everything. That's not bad either. Fire. And lightning. One. Okay, so I want to say ice and ice and earth were like the best. I don't know what he's doing right there, but it was weird. That wasn't normal. I mean, like I said, I'm super overleveled. Well, not super overleveled, but overleveled enough to be fine here. That and having magic when you didn't have magic before to fight him is just almost unfair. I hope he does the fake his own death thing, because that's pretty cool to see. Ow. See, that he fakes his own death. He's not exactly dead right now. But it is creepy he has no friggin' head. Thanks, Squaresoft, for the nightmares. Then he just pops his head back out. Like, haha, gotcha. I don't need a walnut for him. Oh, damn it, that was a waste. Can I, like... I just, like, canceled out his attack by using magic. See, I'm telling you, broken. That's okay, though. Ow. Sometimes he'll do it more than once, too. Which is silly to me. I apologize for sort of like some flashing colors or flashing graphics. There's not much I can do. It is like an exact representation of how the game actually did stream. I'm not stream, play originally, so it does have sort of a problem with that regard because, you know, older system, older game. There we go, he's done. Sayonara, pal. Got the boomerang's orb. Starting to get hungry. Still got a couple hours to go, though. Yeah, this place is not over yet. That was just the first section. Got Axe's orb. Sweet deal. I do like this place. It is a cool temple for sure. I don't think so. Boom. Oh yeah, that does nothing. At least it went up a level. That's something. Don't you try to clap me. Actually worked quite well. Alright. Yeah, I think this is also one of the first games I know of where you can change buttons. Like, different buttons do different things. Which is kind of neat. It was actually ahead of its time in a lot of ways. Yeah, we'll end up getting them up levels too again. Don't need to heal right now. Luckily, she only has still 4 elementals, but you can still level them all up to 5 at this point, because you got the seed. Or you unsealed the seed. So yeah, boss number 2. It's friggin' the Minotaur part 2. I think this place has 3 bosses. I think it's the... Am I wrong about that? I think I might be wrong about that. I'm gonna remember and say it has 3, but I think it's only 2. I know there's another point in which you find like fight like the robot, like Kilroy, but he's a different color. I don't think that's yet. Sylphid. Oh yeah, that works. Holy crap, that works. Ooh. I don't see him lasting very long. He's stupid. Yeah, he's a little ridiculous. Like, he's a cool boss. This doesn't do much. He just runs into you like an ass. Man, that hurts. Nah, I am glad I could come in and stream today, though. That was definitely a turnaround for my mood. I was pretty bummed out, honestly. Alright, what do we got? Bozorb. Alright. No, never mind. There's only 2. I thought there was 3. I think you fight Kilroy later on. No, it's not Luna. It's Lumina. Luna's in the desert. This is the light magic. I'm Lumina. The king was robbing me of my power. He was forcing me to make gold. My power should not be used by anyone but you. Take my powers before evil engulfs us all. Gain Lumina's powers. But the only one who can use Lumina is Prim. But now, after you get this, you can level up all the magic to 6, which is... They kind of make you have to grind levels pretty quickly, which, I mean, depending on how long this stream takes, which I said probably another 2 hours, 2.5 maybe, I will definitely be potentially grinding off screen for more stuff, because, like I said, it can get kind of boring. At least certain spells I'll be grinding, because some definitely... Axis Orb, are you kidding me? Yeah, I missed, I think, 2 or 3 or somewhere. Another Axis Orb. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes, like, chests just show up, and they're like, oh, here's more orbs. So yeah, we're done here. Next we go back to the mountain. Talk to Sage Jock again. Or the bird thing. See where, to go next. Which I'm pretty sure it's the desert. Favorite game? Yeah. Definitely. What am I working on? Whip. Basically, I think if you... There's other little, like... There's, like, hidden story text and stuff, really. It's not really hidden, but there's definitely, like... I think if you go up and talk to the king now or whatever, he tells you, like, oh, you took Lumina... money... No, never mind. He's still stupid. Never mind. Let's go upgrade the weapons first, before we head back to the mountain. Yeah, that bird up on the mountain tells you to go to a few spots. I think he tells me to go to Tasnica next. But I am going to check the desert, just because I keep doing that, hoping that at some point I'll be able to get in there. Alright, that was upgraded to Cobra Shuttle. That's a weird name for a boomerang. Cobra Shuttle. Axe gets up twice. 3 times. Holy crap. Square Buster. Bow's ready. It may not look it. Nope. That's it. And that's it. Yeah, like, everything starts to come at you at once, whether it's upgrades for weapons or, like, just elementals. It's hard to keep up, really. You don't get any more weapons, you have them all. There's only 8, but the rate at which you start getting orbs is ridiculous, and that's why near the end of the game you're going to be grinding weapon levels and grinding magic levels, because at the rate at which you start getting them. It's not super balanced in that way, which sometimes I feel like parts of this game were rushed. They just kind of like threw things wherever, just to kind of get the game out when it needed to go out. Early crunch sort of idea. I mean, now if a game is crunch, it just releases broken. Yeah, there we go. Now we can go. Welcome to Karen's Ferry. Next stop, Moon Palace. There's a lot of nothing in the palace. You don't get lost. The boat's a bit unsteady. Yeah, getting Luna is like one of the easiest things to do, because all you have to do is like go in here and find your way to Luna. All we hear. There's not much here, really. It's one of the cooler looking palaces in terms of like color palette, though. Get out of here, you squid thing. Yeah, she has... Light magic is actually pretty useful once you level it up. But right now, it sucks. Man, magic really does not do well against them. It might be a certain one, too. There we go. So yeah, there's like he said, there's a whole lot of nothing in here. This one is interesting though. Basically, you have to kind of find your way. There it is. Okay, so you're looking for that. And you have to have light magic before you can even come here, because I think Lumina reveals... Yeah. So you need Lumina until you can even come here. So... Marma Blue, that's a great name for an enemy. So yeah, it's a small little puzzle, but pretty easy to figure out. There's Luna. I, Luna, the moon spirit, have awaited you. So sad this place has grown, but enough. Take with you my powers. Go, mana is fading. So, like I said, they throw weapon orbs at you like crazy, and elementals at you like crazy near the end, because it's like, oh, well, this game has been going on a long time. Pretty much, it's like this game's been going on a long time, so... so now, at this point, you're so behind on levels that, like, Luna's at 0. You can upgrade levels up to, I think, 6 now? Or maybe 7? I think it's 7, because the last one's Dryad, and then you can level them up to 8. Yeah, 7. You can see the mana power? That's the seeds you've collected, or released, and you can upgrade all magics up to 7 now. So I'm up to 4. So using magic is obviously something you have to keep doing to upgrade levels. As far as Luna goes, Luna is pretty... You can increase your strength, you can boost... I forget what it boosts. Moon Saber is useful because when you hit an enemy, you get your health back. It's like a leech sort of skill. And for him, you can change the enemy's form to something else, absorb their magic, or I forget what lunar magic does in general. I forget. And honestly, it's a little... Luna's kind of almost pointless. I'm not trying to be shitty, but really. Luna's just there for, like, whatever. Pretty much Moon Saber's your only bread and butter at that point. Damn Marma Blues. What a name. That might be one of my favorite enemy names, Marma Blue. Player's level 44. Sweet, so we can go back now. Leaving so soon? Yes. Yes, we are. Come again. No, I don't think I'll... You can just stay there. That's like his... Is that like his job? He just does that all day? Who else is gonna come here? No one else is gonna come here. Alright. Alright, so we pretty much got what we need in the desert. I don't think I can go to Taznica without going to see up the mountain first. I'm gonna attempt it because that would cut a little bit of time, and it's right here. Oh yeah, I can go, I think. Remember the regards standing here before. This is the castle of Taznica. I mean, if you go up and see Jock or whatever, the bird anyway, he's gonna basically tell you to come here. I hardly recognize you. What's up? There's an Imperial spy in the castle. He's after the king. Beware. Okay. Take heed. There's actually a shop here, too. Kind of, like, out of the way, though. Not in here, is it? No, I don't think it is. There's actually... If you go down here... Come over here. In a little bit, there's gonna be a dude selling stuff right there. It's a weird sort of... I don't know why they made it such a hard way to get over here, but... Like, it's a secret dude selling stuff. I don't remember if there's any chests in this place. I don't remember. I think this is just a way out so I can call the dragon if I want. Nope, never mind. This is a stupid way to get there. Alright. Well, that took long enough. King, who are you? You must be spies. No, where's friggin' Gemma? He was just here a second ago. Wouldn't he be in here already? Silence, spy. Take them away. Wait, he's not the king. Ah, using the king, I could have ruined this realm, but I failed. Take this. Wait. Gemma was the one that was like, he's not the king. What have you done, king? They're probably at the castle entrance. Think I'll have you destroy the king. Think again. That's a little bit better conveyed in the remake. King's unconscious. This dude is like an endgame ninja, so just spam him with everything because he's gonna beat your ass otherwise. Even though he died like 2 hits. Probably because I'm like a little bit over leveled, even though I was just talking about how you get so many elementals and like weapon orbs at once. I'm still at a pretty high level comparatively. Where am I? What happened? Well... Well done, Your Highness. The Man Knight has beaten the spy. I can't believe such a thing could happen. I was worried when I heard some kid had the sword, but now I'm not. Allow me to give you this. Got Swords Orb. Thank you! Why, thank you, sir. I can't believe such a thing could happen. Oh, he's just repeating the same crap over and over again. What are you gonna say, Gemma? You've learned much, but you can't... what? You still have to learn what true courage is. The Empire's being this aggressive, it means they almost have the fortress. I'm off to fight the Empire wherever I can. You must now find the Sage Jacques. From him you'll learn true courage. Yeah, we've been doing that. So far, the bird dude keeps sending me out. I mean, I know the real reason for that, but I'm not giving it away. For people who have not played this game. Like I said, pretty bare bones story, but it's fun. It's a fun game. It really is. Definitely holds a lot of nostalgia for me. Where is that stupid shop? He should have that shop open now. That one where like I had to go around like the wall. Is it in that door? They make it really hard to find the shop in here. Kinda stupid. Kinda dumb. But yeah, if you go over here, like I showed you earlier, and you come over here, there's a dude selling stuff. I don't even remember if he has anything good. What'll it be? Buy, sell. He has the gold bracelet, which is not as good as the ring you already have. Is the battle suit, which you already have. Tortoise mail, which is worse than what you're wearing. And dragon helm, which we already have. So... get some walnuts. Can't carry any more of those. Everything's like maxed out, I'm pretty sure. Anything else? No. Be seeing you. So yeah, now we go back to the mountain. Which, I think I can use the rope. No, I can't. I'm sorry, I lied about using the rope. But now that we're out here, we can use the dragon. Alrighty. So, back to mountain time. I don't think I can land right there. I can't. That would be nice if there was a landing spot up at the top. Because there was a time when I used to play this game and I'd actually, without knowing what I'm doing, I'd literally walk up here each time to have him tell me where to go. Because he'll tell you where to go each time. I just remember where to pretty much go. Yeah, now you can level your magic, like, ridiculously. Kind of dumb. Bow reaches level 5. Wait, did it? Did it reach level 5? No, not the one I wanted. No, I was thinking of something else. Gnome's almost to level 5, so that's good. Yeah, Luna is probably the last elemental I'll level, if I level Luna at all. What's she working on right now? Bow. Bow's at level 5. But she still has 1 level to go. That must have been what just went up. Whip is almost... I think the whip is almost done too. Whip is level 5. Yeah. Now, it has been nice to come in and play this again, though. It's just... It's one of those games for me that, like, most of the games I play, hit all the buttons, like, all the checkboxes with, like, what I enjoy. I enjoy good sound effects. I enjoy, like, good game feel. And yeah, there's some bugs and stuff, but it's still a fun game. Well, he's dead. I guess I'll just sleep here for a while. It's a super fun game to play multiplayer, though. Like, if you have friends and they're willing to, like, sit down with you and play an RPG like this, it's a good time. I definitely miss being able to do that. They actually removed multiplayer from the remake, which sucks. That is one of the biggest downfalls of the remake, is no multiplayer. But then again, a lot of couch co-op games don't really exist anymore. Like, there's not two people just sitting there playing a game together. It's usually if they're playing it online. Which is a shame. Hey, get out of here. Not in again? Your sages will see you. Jack, before you sits his reverence, Jock. I'm his disciple, Jack. Jack Jock. Zixwyendra. Master speaks in the old tongue. Allow me. You must undergo a test. Conquer the ones within, and you'll find courage. Will you try? Yes. Right, good luck. That bird is funny looking. Yeah, basically, we fight a bunch of stupid pumpkins that suck. I don't even remember. They have super high evasion. For some reason, the enemies in here are not, like, easy. I mean, it is supposed to be a test, but still. Metal slime. I think that's a metal slime. I don't remember what works on the slime, honestly. Let's get rid of the wolf. And now we'll worry about this dude. Oh my god. You know what would be better? No, wrong one. Analyzing him and seeing what he's weak against. That would be good. It doesn't even say. It's only like certain enemies don't tell you, even if you analyze them. such a pain in the ass to try one more time. It could be light, honestly. If it is, I will be not super surprised. Eight? Alright, I'm not messing with him. Screw that. It's gonna take forever to kill him. Like, why bother? I know there's a more effective way later to take them out, but... yeah, haven't been a lot of... there hasn't, like, been nearly as many dropped frames as usual, which is good. Really good. It doesn't really matter, though, because, like I said, I've gone to watch the stream afterwards, and it looks fine, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, like, what was happening earlier with the bitrate, now that was freaking terrible. I'm glad whatever that was is fixed. I don't know if it was just me logging out on Streamlabs and logging back in, but it definitely seemed to help. Not really sure why that was a thing. It could have just been the timing. I would be lying if I said it wasn't somewhat Facebook related. Because they were having issues. Stupid pumpkin. Oh, he's toast. Bright's weapon skill up. Javelin reaches level 4. I think you still have a level to go on that, don't you? 6 out of 6? Okay, he's gonna have that for a while, I guess. Yeah, I'll probably just gonna end up going to the store tomorrow and picking up some, not like super cheap food, but just some cheaper things, so, you know, we can get to Friday. Friday's payday, so that'll be good. I have some money for food, so it's not like that's a big deal. It's just like, I really didn't want to go to the store this weekend, but I'm gonna end up doing that. Did I just hit him for like more than usual? No, of course I didn't, because they're stupid. Probably get like macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. Just like cheap stuff. Like sometimes near like the end of a pay period, like before we get paid again, I'll like buy cheaper stuff because it works out better that way. Oh, he's toast. I think we still have bagels in the fridge. I think I'm gonna cook a bagel later. My fiance did actually make, before she left, she baked some, like, chicken thighs with, like, some herbs on it, and, we'll get some broccoli, so I might, like, cook up a bagel and then have that. It sounded pretty good, though, for sure. I should have ate before stream, but I was too bummed out from, like, it potentially not working that I was like, well, maybe if I wait it will work, and then eventually it was fine, so I just decided to stream anyway. I would be lying if I said I wasn't hungry. Wait. Alright, we're here. It takes a little bit of time, but this is kind of cool because it begins when you pass the test. You have to fight yourselves, which is kind of neat because they look different, but they're not. Sometimes I just like to fight them with weapons because it's more fun that way. Well, I kind of have to, don't I? I don't remember how much health they actually have, but... I'm at a pretty good spot level-wise, so I'm not going to have too many issues, I don't think. But I just like how your alternates look. They just look neat. The game's like chugging because it's like too many characters on screen. Magic doesn't really work super well. Damn it. Stop it. That noise is awesome. They will go down eventually. They can use, like, charge attacks, like, instantly, too. They don't really have to charge. Like, he just used, like, charge attack level 6 or something. It took him, like, no time to charge it. Shadow X1. Oh, he's toast. She is, too. It's a fun little test. I like that. I never expected that. That was gonna be like, oh, I have to fight myself? That's kind of cool. You won, huh? Where's Jock? Well done. When you put your heart together, nothing can stop you. You will master the sword by joining courage, knowledge, and love. I am Jock. The old man was an illusion. Why didn't you help us sooner? You weren't ready yet. Your ears could hear, but not your heart. I waited for you to find your inner strength. Go now. The Emperor seeks to raise the sunken land. Atop the coral, you'll find the Tree Palace. Below lies the Mana Fortress. Something evil seeks the seals. Hurry. So basically, that purple land that we were at before is now going to be risen, which is cool. Well, not cool, but cool in a sense of story. Alright. So, we pretty much have everything we need to do whatever we need to do, so... Not there. Not yet. There we go. This is where we want to be. This place is probably one of my favorite areas. I don't know why, I've always liked it. There's a lot of cool little things going on. Let's see if Nico's here. If he is, we can buy some stuff. He's not. Because the game is sometimes crappy with RNG-related things. Alright. Yeah, here comes Kirby. He's probably getting hungry soon. Don't hit the microphone. Come on, dude. Be nice. Come on. Come on, don't be a brat. Don't be a brat. He's not the one coughing. The other one, Noki, is our main coon. He's the one who's been coughing. Like I said, we're probably gonna... If it ends up getting worse, we're gonna end up taking him to the vet or talking to them about, like, potential asthma treatment. Because I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it's probably a likelier idea. I doubt he's experiencing heart failure at not even 1 year old. I'd be pretty heartbroken if that was the case. Because, like I said, he's coughing, but he's not like, he's in super high spirits, he's eating, he's got a cold nose, a wet nose, so he's like, he seems healthy. He's got a lot of energy. He just occasionally will start, like, coughing, and we're not sure if it's like hairballs or what, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure he's relatively okay. Too bad you won't be around. It's very infrequent that he does it, too. Who wants the job? Sheiks. I owe them one since the Republic. Leave it to me. Who the heck is Sheiks? You're the Dark Stalker? Sheiks, behold, I have a taste of my true power. This is the weirdest boss. It's like a watermelon with legs. Underworld gives us its strength. I'll squash you. The contract we signed with the Underworld gives us control of this world. To keep humans under my control, we're reviving the Mana Fortress. Now your time is over. You're a freaking watermelon. Guess what magic works on this guy? It's Earth Slide. This is going to be over real quick. He's kind of a pain in the ass to fight normally, though, so pretty much just spam Earth Slide again, and he's done. Like, way quicker than most of the bosses. I don't want him walking around and doing anything. I just want to keep using this. He's got plenty of MP. He's got quite a bit of HP, though. I know that. I was terrified of this thing as a kid. I'm like, this thing's weird looking. Oh yeah, reflect. That hurt. And he'll do, like, he does, like, some spiky tiger crap, which I don't understand. Like, he'll roll up and down the, area and try to, like, hit you. Yeah, that way. So we can actually use a spell. Can I do wall, really? You stupid thing. He's done. I hit him way too many times with Earth Slide for him to even really do much. Got the Spears Orb. I can't believe this. Ugh. The stage is just above us. Let's go. So yeah, this is a little path over here that won't come into play until later. The seal's melting. We're not going to make it. No good. It's too late. Get out of here now. I am Dryad, the tree spirit. The seals on the world's seeds have been broken. The continent that sleeps beneath this place will soon rise. Leave now. What about you? I wasn't able to save this place. I'll go down with it. Idiot, what will that serve? Come, help us save mana. Thanatos sealed my mana magic. I won't be of much help. Don't worry, let's go. Hurry. Well, okay, I'll do what I can. Gain Dryad's powers. So, Dryad is interesting because, like she just said, her mana magic has been sealed. That is literally the thing you need to beat the game. She only has 2 spells per character at the moment, until the end. So yeah, they actually succeeded, which is kind of... I like to see that in a game sometimes, like this, or Final Fantasy 6 or 3 in the US, technically. Where the villains actually kind of succeed. So yeah, they erased the island, which is kind of crazy. You go back here, and now this is a massive dungeon. It's not just like what we were looking at before. And all these monsters, all the enemies are kind of like, I wouldn't say hardcore here, but they're definitely a little bit higher end. Claudia, the sunken continent has surfaced. The fortress is there. I've brought troops here to keep the Empire from taking the Mana Fortress. There's an ancient city under this grand palace. We must get into it. Emperor Vandal is working for the underworld. This place is full of monsters. Though your sword isn't fully powered, you need it to stop the Emperor. We'll fight off the Imperial troops here. You catch up with those soldiers. That is the most Gemma has ever said in this whole game. That's funny shit. Yeah, Slime's not messing with them. They're annoying. The way in here, if you notice, this place is massive. The way into this place is actually at the bottom. Because you have to get... It's weird. You have to go through the bottom to get up to the top, pretty much. Because the way where we were a few minutes ago, like with the seed, is you can't get up there right now. You have to go all the way through the bottom to get back up there. This is a pretty cool song too. There's a lot of cool songs in this game. Sweet. I can't remember if there's people walking around here late. I think there's people walking around here later, not right now. I always thought this was cool, though, because you get to see, like, more of this area. It was, like... It felt like it was, shortened before, and now it's, like, expanded so you can just see more of it, which is kind of neat. Yeah, you enter here, which sucks because you basically have to take the long way. Steelpian. This isn't the final dungeon. There's still one more. Pretty much after this. Well, there's two more areas after this. There's the volcano you actually go into, and then there's the fortress you actually go into. Yeah, see, we have Dryad now. She's only got 2 spells, both of which are decent with him. You can res people, which is great if you're out of a couple wishes, and Wall, which is the super reflect thing. But for everything else, Rock Slide. Actually, I have a feeling they're weak to Sylphid. I think. No, actually they're not. And I'm engulfed, which is wonderful. Yeah, this place is gonna put you to the test. Like this, the next 3 areas are really gonna hit you hard. Dude. Turn into bug smoke already. Why those bugs turn into bones, I don't know. Let's not question it. Getting whacked. This dude right here. He's gonna spawn more of those bugs, so we're gonna take care of him lickety-split. Mono Wizard, see? He's a problem. 960, huh? I'll take it. You will run into Watson here eventually, too. Which is convenient, because I need to upgrade the sword. That button right there just makes all these things come back. I'm not really sure why it's there. It's just like a trick button. Sweet. Doom Trap, I'm probably dead. Still alive. I think it's like a, So basically, like, chests you get right now are gonna have a random chance to kill you immediately. Dude. Look, I'm dead. Yeah, 10 MP to res somebody. And I don't think you get a lot of health either. I think it's like 1. Yeah. No, 38. Never mind. I lied. Why is that balloon blinking? That's definitely a glitch. Yeah, one thing about the main hero is, like, literally has more health and strength with weapons than, like, any of the other 2. They're pretty much good for magic. There we go. Damn it, these stupid bugs. Get out of here. I guess he's just stuck like that now. Forever. Hold on just a second. All right, good. The heck's up here? Get this stupid scorpion out of here. Of course. He needs a walnut. Stupid bug. Oh my god. Yeah, this place is really gonna be, like, I'm not gonna say it's a grind fest, but definitely enemies take a lot of hits here. Stupid frog. Nope, not doing it. First of all, you need a walnut. You small child. And now, not another one. You only need one walnut. Strike this frog with lightning. Or don't. Do it. 579! Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Another frog to strike with lightning. Perfect. I don't know why, but the frog looks like something from The Simpsons. I'm getting that vibe. I always have, I think. The Simpsons frog. It looks kind of reminds me like Blinky. Get that right there. No. Stupid frog. The Simpsons frog is hitting me with Earth Boulder. Or Large Boulder. Earth Boulder doesn't make sense. Earth Slide. That makes me wonder, why can the enemies use the same magics you can? That's kind of weird to me. I thought you were the only one who was supposed to use those powers. The button right here. There we go. Stupid frog. Time to go. Why did you drop an egg? Apparently there's frogs that lay chickens. I'm not messing with the squid thing right now. Oh yeah. Immediately boss. What do you think works on him? Most things do. Most things use Earth Slide as the weakness. Not this guy though. It's not bad, but we can go better. I'm sure. Not that one. Alright, well, why waste more MP when we can just do this? Tell me. Telemondo. Now everyone just needs to wake up. And we'll heal quick. Oh yeah. Telemondo is the way to go. As he just gets ruined immediately. Why didn't that not hurt nearly as much? Oh god. Everybody's unconscious. That's such a weird, that he just randomly does that. He needs another walnut. There is one thing I will comment about this game. It just comes from its age, is that literally sometimes when you select a magic to be used, it will not stick. It'll say you used it, but it won't happen. It won't use your MP in that regard, but you just have to reselect it again. It's like it got canceled out. But come on, sucker, time to go. Why is your head way down there? What's up, dude? What are you doing down here? Look who's here. Prepare to... Enough, Fana. We've no time for these children. Think what the Mana Fortress will do to them. Let's go. Ah. Coming. Oh, I'll get you little beasts yet. Yeah, uh-huh. I can't see anything. Let's go. Oh, God. Leave the room and instantly birds and bugs. My buddy actually messaged me today and was talking to me about, he had platinumed, Curse of the Moon 2, which is like a Castlevania type game on PlayStation. He was like, I don't know if I want to go with a retro game next or if I want to play like something newer. And I'm like, well, I've been all over the place. I'm like, there's still a couple games I need to finish that I was playing on my own, and one of those is Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, which I started years ago, and it's just so long that I haven't finished it. I think I'm getting close to the end, and I was working on Final Fantasy IX on the Switch, so I will have to go back and finish those. That's actually my first time getting as far as I have in Final Fantasy IX. It was never a game I owned originally when it came out. I watched my friend play it, but for some reason, it didn't interest me at the time. I don't know why. That and I couldn't really afford it because I was, like I said, I had to pick and choose what I wanted. I was younger. So, like, if I wanted a game, like, usually my parents would have to pay for it because I was younger. So, I didn't have a job yet. And I didn't really think FF9 was worth it at the time. But now after playing it, or at least going through most of it, it's actually a really good game, and I'm kind of upset that I didn't play it originally. But I did get to experience the remaster as a first-hand experience, so that was pretty cool. What am I doing on axe stuff here? 426. I have so many levels to go now because of friggin' just the rate at which I got things. You literally go from, like, having nothing to having everything. Such a weird pacing. I mean, maybe you're supposed to end up dawdling around more before you end up going to this area, but that's not how I play this game. I usually get all the way to the end fortress, grind a bunch of stuff, and then, like, then I'll finish the game. But I don't know if I'm going to do that on stream. I might not, like... I'm not going to level up everything maxed out. Normally I would, but it just doesn't seem like there's a point to it right now. There's actually a hidden spot right over here. Button. Did rock slide work against these dudes? I just think it's funny how they pretty much rely on this game. That you pretty much are allowed to use that one spell. If you figure that out, you're golden. Because almost all enemies are weak against it. even like one of the final bosses, like if you use Rock Slide, you can pretty much, if it's leveled up enough, you can hit him for 999 damage every time, and he's a cakewalk at that point. Which is why I've been using it so much, because I want to level it as much as possible for that last fight. Except for when it doesn't work, then it's like, why? Sometimes it doesn't work on any enemies. What's in here? Oh yeah, Watts is here. Okay, which one's ready? Excalibur. Gigas Lance. Morningstar. Take care of yourself. A little boost. So she'll heal you, which is nice. I forget if there's a way to save in this area. I feel like there is. Keep going. We'll secure this place. But I don't know who does that. I mean, we'll get to a point eventually where I can save, but won't be for a little while. I want to see Nico can show up in here. I think he shows up on those stairs, but I'm not going to waste time and try to figure out if he'll go up. We'll just move on. Ow. Ow. Do firework? Yeah, like, I think fire might work against them. I hope so. Buggies need to cook. Unless they use wall, and then it's just me that gets hurt. Assholes. I was gonna say that hurt. That was good. Even level 1 is good at this point. Stupid bug. Yeah, I don't. Why you circling on in here? Get over here, stupid. Time to go. Oof. Oh, come on. Guess what? I wonder how this will do. Oh, look, it works. It's such a good spell. It's so good. I remember, like I said, originally playing with my buddy growing up, and he would use that so much that by the time we got to the end, everything else would be, you know, at a decent level, but Rock Slide would always be at level 8. Try and handle this. Are you serious, Bat? I've tried to hit you 3 times now, and there we go. Never mind. Thanks for cooperating with me. Captain Duck! That's awesome. Now reaches level 6. Yeah, you can effectively level up all your magic to level 8 now, which is the ideal course of action. I think I can actually go up this too and hit this switch by glitching it out. Normally, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. But what is that? Very walnut. Very nice. Maybe they won't let me hit the switch. No, let me hit it. I think I have to actually go around. It's kind of dumb. You're not supposed to be able to glitch over that. I just know how to. Really? Fire does work against them, so that's good to know. Kill his benefactor first. There we go. 999. Bye-bye. Cooked buggy. No. No, you're not. You're not spawning any bugs. But unfortunately, right now, he needs this. Don't do it. Nope, he's not gonna do it. Because I'm gonna whack him in the face. Bye-bye. Kimono Wizard. I don't know, I think Captain Duck is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, so now the Silence Balloon is like a fat mouse. I don't know if that's because of her bow, though. You can get the spell that good. And a 9. I wonder where the switch is. It's kind of like, it's right here, but like still. Time to go, dude. There we go. I really don't want to. Oh, that works. He's dead. Yes. Those dudes are like usually a huge pain to take out. Buddy's weapon skill up, level 5. I think I still have one more to go. Yep. It'll take quite a while. Here's an order to these. Red, blue, yellow, green. What a weird mechanic that they put in here. It's kind of cool, though. No. See, now I can hit the switch. Now that I've opened that door, that switch is now... You can actually hit it. Before, I couldn't, which was weird, but at the same time... I guess they just didn't want you to break the game. Which, there's so many other ways to do that. Dude, why is there another one up there? Bird. Excuse me. Did I say you could just float onto screen? I didn't think so. So you can get armor in here. It's rare, but it does happen. Very well not. Nice. At least we're keeping those up. Come on. Are you gonna die or what? Holy crap, stupid duck. How much health do you have? It doesn't help that they're hitting him with, like, the weakest dart ever. Not messing with them, screw them. No, but I am glad the stream worked out, for sure. Definitely was glad to come in and play a little bit more, you know? Damn it, the Reaper. Still alive. But that's why I died, because if you somehow live through it, you have 1 health. I should heal one more time, just for S's and G's. No. I don't remember if this is the way I'm supposed to go or not. Come on, let's go back this way, back this way, back this way. I think that is the way I'm supposed to go. Get that stupid bird out of here. Holy crap. This is the way that I went, isn't it? This doesn't look familiar. I think this is the way it wanted me to go. Oh man, that was awesome. He just got lit up. Alright, here we go. Where we want to be. There's like a weird train here. I don't understand why. It doesn't make much sense, but that's okay. There's a train here. I've asked that question ever since I was a kid. Why is there a train in this, you know, fantasy world? Never got my answer. There just is. Dude. Ninjas suck. Bye-bye. Oh god. You can just run through here, but why not just use some magic? Ooh. Who knows what that'll be? It could be nothing. It could be another trap that almost kills me. At this point, we won't know unless I try. He needs another walnut. You greedy... MP is so greedy in this game. You literally have to pop those walnuts all freaking time. Slowed. Candy won't fit. I mean, these are like the level 1 zombies, I'm pretty sure, so it's like... If not, they're definitely like the weaker of the couple of them, because they're super easy. They take 2 hits. How am I not hitting him right there? Weird. Nice. Sprite's weapon skill is up. See, that's the level, that's the next tomato I was talking about. Oh my god! Oh, that hurt! So, he's not technically, he's from, like, the next area you go to. The next whole, like, dungeon. I don't know why he's even here, but those pebblers that he spawns are terrible. He needs to go immediately, and the pebbler needs to go immediately, because he could kill me if I'm not careful. Just keep hitting him until he's no longer here. Because technically he shouldn't be here right now, because he's like a higher level enemy than me. Did you see that move? It did like 200 damage to me, because I'm not ready for it yet! That's always nice though. Sprite's magic skill up. Still feed did him in. Great, slimes are my favorite. I can't wait to... No, absolutely not. Alright. Since they can spawn, like... Those little metal slimes can pretty much spawn, like, any enemy they want. But if I kill the slimes first, he's gonna spawn more of those pebblers, so screw that. Needle lions, whatever they're called. Awful, that's what they're called. No. Dude. He's almost dead. He just needs to get lost. Funny thing is, he only has like 350 health. I don't know why he wasn't dead. I swear we had hit him more. Damn it. Stupid Grim Reaper crap. I wish you at least like had an idea it was gonna try and kill you. Bullshit. Like the chest is like an off color. That'd be nice to know. Come on, heal me! I'm telling you, sometimes the magic doesn't stick, and then you have to do it like 2 or 3 times. That's a small gripe though. Like, other than that, everything's fine. It's just a product of its age. I am stopping to kill enemies occasionally because, I mean, that's the point. And also because it's going to give me more money for more gear, which I'm going to need. Ow. Ass. Dark Stalker. Bye-bye. So much crap in this hallway. Why? We're We're gonna stick every enemy in the game in this hallway. Nope. Wrong. Wrong! Is he stuck? He's just like sitting there. Why didn't that do anything? But if I use it on one, it does like a lot. The heck was that crap? Want to do it on all of them again? Come on. Ugh. But if I use it on one, it's like, it was like 200 something. What is the, what? Is the power that much, like, divided? Get out of here, duck. Well, at least Earth Slide's gonna get leveled up eventually, sooner or later. Roll jam won't fit. So there is actually a button right here. I think this one? Yeah. I honestly forget what that opened up. Yep, it's right here. Hey, you! I did some nosing around. Seems this kid is the legendary knight. Haha, what a joke. How could you have found that blade? Hand it over. Yeah. We're gonna be rich, boss. Shut up and get to it. Super Special Deluxe Robot Type 2 with Turbo. Edelkin. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. If I remember correctly. Yeah, let's try it. If not, it's gonna be lightning. Pretty sure. No, it's rock. See, I'm telling you. It's like, but now I'm out of walnuts, so that's a problem. Okay. This is gonna be an interesting fight. 552. Okay. Maybe it won't, he's already on wheel mode, which is when he gets lower on health. He's dead! Holy crap! That was awesome! Okay, Stone Saber. Glad I leveled up her magic, too. I thought that was gonna be way worse than what it was. Got Bozorb. Too strong, he's the real knight. What idiot said he wasn't the knight? Let's scram. Yeah. And you never see them again. No, I don't think so. Alright, now this is like the second part of this area. Pretty sure I'm gonna be able to save and shit before then, but... Yeah, this is a massive dungeon. Like, there's a lot going on here. But now that you've done that first part, you've opened up the second part, which is the entrances right here. I don't think I'm going to start that part today. And it's because I'm getting hungry. And B, there's definitely room for one more part. I think I'll be able to beat it in the next part. But I will go save and then I'll end the stream. But like I said, it's been great coming in with you guys and hanging out today. I didn't expect that to happen at all. So for those of you that came in and did watch, I really appreciate it. Even though there were no comments. Those of you who liked the video, I really appreciate that as well. And if you're new here and you have not seen my content before, be sure to check it out. And if you like what you watch, feel free to follow me on Facebook or like any video you want. I stream about 2-3 times a week. Retro on current day as well. So all sorts of stuff. Where do I want to go to save? You can really go anywhere. Except for there. Let's try and find the, Water Palace. So I can go right... Oh, I'll land right at Nico's right here. Well, it still lands you at the Water Palace, but... No, we made some good progress today, though. I definitely am happy I came into stream. A lot of you are probably busy today. I mean, it is a Saturday, like I said. A lot of people tend to save their errands till Saturday, because usually they're working during the week. So I understand, or you're just doing other things. But, regardless, I really appreciate it. Whoever came in to watch. Really, now how? What will it be? I do need to shop. Look at all the money I have now. Almost 200,000. It's like, you start getting money like crazy. Yeah, I don't see this being longer than one more part. There is the rest of that area. You go in the volcano and then the last fortress. So it will definitely be probably one more part. 30 GP a night. That's not too bad, actually. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to be streaming this late, and I am getting kind of hungry, so I haven't eaten dinner yet. I didn't even have lunch, really. I kind of was just bummed out I wasn't going to be able to stream, and then found out I was going to be able to, so... That's why I ended up streaming. Sweet. Last time I saved was in the Gold City, so that works out. Well, like I said, thanks for coming and watching. I really appreciate it. You guys know where to find me. I have social media everywhere. If you're watching on YouTube and you like what you watch, feel free to like the video, leave a comment down below, or subscribe. That helps me to make more content and helps me to, you know, stay motivated to make more content. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.